Welcome to our annual International Overdose Recognition Day here in Bayport Blue Point, in our beautiful Bayport Blue Point Library. My name is Ronnie Devine. I have the privilege of serving as sort of an MC tonight. I also have the privilege of serving as the president of our Bayport Blue Point Library. So thank you for being here in our beautiful 8.5-acre library. This is your library. Thank you so much. We have a short program, and then we will relocate to the front of the library property for a lighting of our beautiful tree in purple in a little while. So please bear with us. And the first order of the day will be to introduce someone who needs no introduction. She is here day and night. We call her the Purple Lady in a very affectionate way. And she's the glue of our organization. And she's Max's mom, which is our most important role in life. And that. So I would like to introduce our host for tonight, Dorothy Johnson. Dorothy, thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. First, I'd like to tell those that have never been here before a quick story. While I was St. Ursula Center, I asked them if I could plant a tree after my son passed away from an overdose, as a symbol of growth and awareness in our community. I said, I have no shame, I have no stigma. It couldn't be anyone's child. There is no rules that say, okay, they're, excuse my expression, the dirtbag, the person that's hanging out on the side of the street. It's anyone's child. I planted the tree. Gratefully, Carl from the Bayport Flower House planted the tree for me. And I have lit it purple. This is the 12th year for increased awareness. Actually, International Overdose Awareness Day is actually on August 31st. But we're doing this a bit early due to the holiday. And the color purple represents acknowledgement, most importantly for our youth. Hopefully they start the conversation. Mom, Dad, why is all the purple going on? So I needed to make everyone aware. I wasn't ashamed of my son, and I went and lit the tree purple, and the community has been very supportive. I wasn't afraid to talk about it when no one else was. And now it continues, and I am grateful for everyone that's here. And I just want to mention that the issue that affects millions of lives globally is the opioid crisis. This epidemic is a devastating public health emergency that touches families, communities, and individuals from all walks of life. Pain relievers, heroin, synthetic opioids, fentanyl. They're all responsible for a staggering number of overdose deaths that have crippled so many families. Statistics. Is it a shock? No. Over 70% of the drug overdose deaths in 23 were linked to opioids. This is a clear indicator that we need to intensify our efforts to combat this American crisis right here on Long Island. Behind these statistics are real people. This is my son, Max. There's many people here that have lost their child as well. Mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, friends, and neighbors. Each story of addiction and loss is a poignant reminder of the urgent need for compassion, understanding, and most importantly, action. Taking action is what we're doing tonight by lighting the tree purple and increasing awareness, shedding the shame and stigma, and remembering those that we have lost, and remembering the families that so many don't want to talk about that are dealing with this epidemic right now in our community and throughout Long Island. So thank you very, very much for being here, and God bless.
Thank you, Dorothy, for always being here and leading us in a night of remembrance, which we have every year, and we have 12 months a year. With us tonight are a few of our elected officials taking the time to join us tonight. I'd just like to ask a few of them to come up, and I'll introduce them in a short order. We have New York State Senator Alexis White and New York State Senator Dean Murray. Could you both just come up for a second? Please. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I just want to say how glad I am to see so many of you taking time to really pay attention to this epidemic. I don't think there's any family on Long Island or in New York State that isn't touched by addiction in one way or another, my family included. And so to have this awareness program and to light a tree and say that we don't need to recognize the stigma that's associated with this, that this can be anyone's child, and it is anyone's child. It's all of our children. And so we need to be talking about this, and we need to be a community about this. And so I'm so grateful to Dorothy for bringing this out tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. And again, to echo Senator White, thank you all for coming out. It is about awareness right now. We've been teaming, Senator White and I and our assembly colleagues have been teaming with our district attorney to introduce legislation to go after the dealers, the poison pushers that are doing this and causing and wreaking so much havoc. This is not a partisan issue. It is not a Republican or Democrat issue. By the way, fun fact, you do know what color you get when you mix red with blue, you get purple. So this is a bipartisan issue. We have got to do more. And this awareness and doing this really goes a long, long way. So God bless each and every one of you, and thank you.
Thank you, Senators. Thank you for being with us tonight. We also have the privilege of having two Suffolk County legislators that represent us. They both represent both Bayport and Blue Point, and that's Suffolk County Legislator Anthony Piccirillo and Suffolk County Legislator Dominic Thorne. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank all the volunteers and non-for-profits who work every day in drug treatment and rehabilitation. And, you know, Dominic and I are members of the county legislature, which was one of the first bodies in the country that sued the pharmaceutical companies and wound up getting a $90 million settlement to then give out to these organizations to help fight addiction. So the county legislature, along with our partners in Albany and Washington, D.C., are really fighting hard to make sure not only that we hold people accountable, but that they pay the price for the lies they told about these prescription medications and the damage that it then caused in our communities. So I just want to say, keep fighting. We hear you, we're working for you, and we're here for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Piccirillo. It's always a pleasure to be with you and all of you. So, at the end of the day, we talk about stigmas, and we need to come out. Everybody needs to come out all of the time and recognize what's going on. Our Suffolk County Police, we have represented in the back, did scores of these trainings right on Main Street. Learn how to use Narcan. Contact our police or your local legislator and ask for a training class. We're more than happy to do it. Our fire rescue personnel as well. But be bold in your statement. Do not back down. Do not feel that it's a subject we should not be talking about, because one of the great things of today is the fact that we bring it out loud and clear. We know we have an epidemic. We're going to do everything we can to help those victims and their families, but also to put a glaring light on this killer that destroys families, wrecks homes, and kills communities. We will stand with each and every one of you. Thank you for another amazing event, and I'm proud to stand with you and our state partners to put an end, and I believe we can do it together, put an end to this type destructive narcotic on our streets. So thank you. God bless each and every one of you, and certainly thank the Bayport Blue Point Library for hosting this event yet again.
Thank you very much, both legislators. Thank you so much for joining with us. Before we introduce our next speaker, I'd just like to say that in Bayport Blue Point, we're very fortunate in the fact we're two towns, one community. But being two towns, a lot of times we get the benefit of having a lot of legislators and a lot of elected officials who look after us, or we need them to look after them. But As you can see, we have 2 Suffolk County legislators from the Bayport and the Blue Point area. We have 2 New York State senators that look after us because the districts are very close. So it works out very well for us. Also, we have the town of Islip and the town of Brookhaven. As far as the town of Brookhaven, we have a gentleman who has been with us for many, many years. He's a stalwart of our community. He's at every event. He's at your call. He's here for all of us. He's a truly wonderful representative of the town of Brookhaven as our town councilman in our area, representing our district here in Brookhaven and Bayport, Blue Point, actually. And he's also the deputy supervisor of the town of Islip. So I'd like to ask Deputy Supervisor / Councilman Neil Foley would you like to join us.
Supervisor Carpenter would disagree with you. I'm not the deputy supervisor of Islip, but it's okay.
Did I say that? I'm sorry. You know,
It's all right.
It's more of my years of working. in Islip.
I'll be very quick. My fellow elected officials said it perfectly. There's no reason to say keep going over and over. Dorothy, I want to look at you personally. I don't know the exact number, but I know one thing. I think everybody here knows. You've saved so many people's lives because of your journey with Max. And I just want to say thank you as an elected official and as a father. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much, Councilman.